Hello guys, boys and girls, welcome to this new Class of EmilZy video. We're going to be talking about the new gold Furies. More specifically, we're going to be spending a lot of time talking about the Oni Hunter, or not Oni Hunter, but the Oni Fury, and of course the Primal Fury as well. So, introduction wise here, I'm going to try and give a bit of an explanation to I guess why Hi-Res implemented the new gold Furies. More so than anything, they didn't actually, in the actual patch notes, they didn't really have a reasoning for it. Although I think that the general consensus was, from talking to them as well, that it was a bit boring. There was just this gold free, and then it kind of did that, like Fire Giant, at least that it evolves and it gives you better stats, and gold free just gives you more gold, which I guess makes sense, but something had to be done, right? Pyromancer is still a pretty new addition to Smite, so those are the main three objectives. So they wanted to change something about gold. I guess they make it more aligned with League of Legends, right? They have the same kind of system, not quite the same, but they have the thing where you get more motion speed or more whatever, and then when you take the fifth one, I can't remember exactly how it works because I actually never played League, but it's something like that. So yeah, I guess they wanted to implement this because now they're not changing the map, they're not really doing any super big changes, so they needed something to brand the new season, and the new Furies is going to be a part of that. There also was the totem, which we will do a video on in the next week. But the new gold Furies, this is how they work. Okay, so the first gold Fury is always going to be the gold Fury that you guys know. It's the one that just spawns and just gives you gold. It's a normal gold Fury, right? After that, it's random. Literally you can get any gold Fury, but a gold Fury can't repeat itself. That's the rule. So it can be gold Fury, and then it's either going to be the Oni or the Primal Fury, the Mayan, or the green one. Wait, not the green one. The Primal Gold Fury or the Oni Gold Fury. So yeah, and then after that, so let's say it's gonna be Oni's Gold Fury, then it can be Gold Fury or Primal Fury, blah blah blah, and that's just kind of how it works. So they can never be two in a row, but the first one is always going to be the Gold Fury. So that's pretty much short about the Furies. So let's just go and try and talk about the different Gold Furies and kind of what they give. So the normal Gold Fury is going to be the first one we're going to talk about. The golden gold Fury pretty much just stays as is. It still gives a good amount of gold, same XP. Now every gold Fury gives the same amount of XP, however the golden gold Fury actually gives you more gold than the other ones. So the exact numbers is that they decrease the base gold reward from 150 to 115, and they decrease the gold increase per minute from 6 to 5. They decreased, or well, they decreased gold increase. That's a hard word. Decrease the gold increase. So that means that Gold Fury is actually going to give more gold than only Gold Fury and the Primal Fury. So gold gives some more gold, which kind of makes sense, right? Because it doesn't have any super exciting buff. However, the XP does stay the same, which is pretty significant, honestly. So Gold Fury, yeah, you want some free gold, you make a good play, go take it. But I don't think that's the exciting thing about this video. I still think Gold Fury is a very good objective, and you definitely should try and get it. Except you're super late game, it's probably not the most valuable thing ever. If anything, if you're really late game but you can't break the enemy's base, you just want to do the Gold Fury, so you can try and get the Oni Fury. But we'll talk about the Oni Fury lastly, and why I think it's so strong. Primal Fury is going to be the next Fury. Now, Primal Fury is this new Fury. So, Primal Fury provides the following rewards. All guards on the killing team gains a 5% increased damage to jungle camps and bosses. It stacks up to 3 times. And the way you can see this is that it's going to be torches above the Gold Fury pit, and then you can kind of see how many of this buff each team has. It looks pretty weird, but I mean it's alright. You can kind of see that and how that works. So you can kill the Primal Gold Fury 3 times. You have 15% extra damage towards that. So yeah, Primal Fury. That's pretty much just what it does. It's actually nice, Primal Fury, just because FD is so tanky right now. It's super tanky late game. Getting those extra 5, 10, 15% of damage towards the Fire Giant is really good. That's kind of the main theme of this new season to me, is that the games are longer, because it's harder to break the enemy space, and it's easier to defend Fire Giant when you're at a deficit, just because Fire Giant does so much damage now, and it takes so long to kill. You can actually hold off FD from the opposing team for quite a while. So getting the green Gold Fury, of course, is going to give you the gold, the XP, but also you're going to get the extra boss damage, which is actually really nice with late game. So I like the addition of Primal Gold Fury. However, I think it could get buffed to something like 7% or something, because it's just super hard late game to deal with fire giants. So I think the percentage should be higher, because what a team can do is they can literally just sit in base or like sit in fountain and just wait until you start FG, and then they can just contest fire giant. However, it's easier to kill gold fury, so they might not want to defend that. So I think that needs to be more of a advantage for taking primal gold fury later on into the game, because right now it just kind of seems like you get 5% extra, and well, that's nice, but it's not quite what's going to make the enemy team decide not to go for defending fire giant or not, because it really is super hard to defend FG. But that's kind of how I see these 2 new gold furies, is just as ways to make sure you get the enhanced fire giant now, which is so hard to kill. And that leads us to the Oni Fury, which is actually super exciting for me. This is gonna, as a shot caller, right, it's gonna give me so much potential to just make crazy plays around the Oni Fury. Because here's what the Oni Fury does. On the next round of minion spawns, all minions in 3 lanes will gain bonus damage increased 75%, bonus health increased 30%, physical protection increased 50%, magical protection increased 60%. So they're going to be like super minions, and if you have a fire wave and then you get Oni Fury, that's going to be some hard minions to kill. They can probably end the game by themselves. So Oni Fury, how you want to play around the Oni Fury. If you get Oni Fury in the early game, what you want to do is you want to try and siege. And you should literally just 5-man group and siege somewhere, because that's going to force the opposition to either go split push and try and trade out, but your minions are so strong that they might actually just push the enemy wave and they can't push your tower. Or they're going to try and 5-man defend. And if they just let's say you group and siege the mid tower, and you have a 5v5 like 15 minutes into the game in the middle lane, then you can actually just chill. Like, you can just apply pressure right there, make sure they don't really engage on you. If you're ahead, obviously you can try and take the fight, but you don't need to, because you're getting 3 towers on the other side of the map, just because the Furies are so strong now. The wave goal gets so strong. From a more late game oriented perspective, if your ADC can like sneak Oni Fury, say the game is dead even, and you send your AD carry to just go and do this Oni Fury, then the advantages you're gonna get from that is that eventually someone is gonna have to back and defend the Phoenix, because I think more so than ever, like, Phoenix is actually solos, or like, what am I saying? I'm saying that minions actually solos Phoenixes this season, which is crazy. Last season you would always kind of see minions push back and forward. It happens less now, but when it does happen, like, your Phoenix gets scuffed, and Oni's definitely just works super well with that. So eventually you just kind of dance around FG, and as soon as you see someone on that opposite side of the map try and clearing the wave, you can either go for an engage or just try and secure fire giant. So that's like the best way you can play around with Oni Fury. It really gives you such an advantageous position as the team that gets to take the incentive, right? Like, you're forcing someone back. The enemy team can't just randomly go to dual lane if you want to do FG, because they gotta clear an Oni wave. Well, then you just get fire giant for free. So I think Oni is super nice, just because it kind of helps the team in the lead. And I don't think it's snowbally at all, because the majority of the changes this season are actually kind of anti-snowball, giving FG more health, giving it more damage, right? Like, it does way more damage to you now if you don't know how to tank it. It's just nice that there is some kind of incentive as a team, rather than you just have to do fire giant every 5 minutes, while the enemy team can just kind of contest that. You actually have other Furies you can do now, which is going to give you a strategical advantage. It's also super good if you have fire giant and you want to push late game. Say all the towers are down, you get the red Fury, and then you just 5-man siege in one lane, while your only minions are gonna take over the opposing Phoenixes, which you're not at, and that's gonna force rotation again, and then you can get a pick of that or something. But it's pretty troll though, because it's like super random, the rotation, so it's hard to play around, because you never know when what is gonna spawn. So that's the main issue. Us pro players actually asked for it to be random, but I'm not sure if that's the best idea still. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. One thing that kind of worries me about Gold Fury as well is that you're only gonna kill like 3 or 4 Gold Furies tops every game, right? So you're only gonna see like one, maybe you might not even see one of the new Gold Furies in a game, realistically, because you just spend so much time around Fire Giant later into the game, and Pyromancer, because that's the real point of contention. So I don't know, perhaps you can do something where you just decrease the gold and the XP reward from Gold Fury, and you make it like a 3-minute cooldown or something, and just make it less tanky. So it's actually less influential, gold and XP wise, but you're still gonna get the buffs and you're gonna get them more often. I think that could bring an exciting new dynamic to Smite, which we haven't seen before. It's gonna the only issue, I guess, is that it's gonna really help snowball, but then you're gonna have to put in some other mechanics, right? But that's my main issue with the Gold Furies right now, is it's just so long on every respawn, right? And it feels like, well, you're only gonna get one of these OP waves, so like you're only really gonna get 5 to 10% extra objective damage. But I think more so than anything, it's just a way from Hybrids to say, well, a skill shot, not even skill shot, Titan Forge. It's just a way for Titan Forge to say, well, we want to make sure that people can. So literally, what it says, like, each provides a unique bonus and encourages pushing into the enemy space or defeating jungle objectives around the map. So that's kind of what it is, right? Like, they want you to push into the base and they want you to defeat the jungle objectives, which pretty much means that you push into the base. But I guess the last thing we want to mention is that the Gold Fury is golden. That's pretty easy to see. The Primal Fury is going to be green on your minimap. It kind of looks like Chuck, and then the Oni Fury is going to be red. So the Oni Fury is definitely one that has the most strategical usage. I think it's the most important Gold Fury now, more so than ever. Obviously, getting the first Gold Fury is super nice because you just get the early game gold. So in my opinion, I think if you utilize Oni Fury, the red Fury, well, it can definitely be OP. The green, I don't think it has too much influence at all. I think it needs a bit of a buff to be more influential, and obviously this Gold Fury is just very nice, especially with the new addition of the speed potion, which we did make a video about, so you should definitely go and watch that, because way too many people buy the speed potion and you shouldn't. It's getting buffed now, so it's only going to be 1500 gold in 6.2, which is very nice, but go watch the speed potion video, because that's going to teach you a lot as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this class of EmilZy. Not quite as long as the speed potion, there wasn't too much to talk about, but I'm sure in the next one there will be, because we're going to be talking about the Totem of Ku. You guys can also expect a tier list in the support role next weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, press the bell. Until next time, everyone, peace out.